Yeah, so hello, good evening, and welcome to this quick video, quick call. We are going to explain price imbalances. Now, we know that price is being run by an algorithm, and now the algorithm is designed to be efficient. Now, by efficient, we mean balanced. Now, what I'm going to explain to you today is basically how to use the volume profile tool to help kind of like make it a little bit easier for you to like know spot imbalances and absolute imbalances. Now, we know our basic understanding of imbalance where um, from between this candle and then this candle now, this week, yeah, so this week, we know that this area is an area of imbalance. This is um, common smart money knowledge. That's an area of imbalance. Now, so what I'm going to show quickly in this video, because it's going to be a very, very, very short video. What I'm going to explain or show is how to use the volume profile to help yourself to spot it, to spot absolute imbalance. Now, the thing is, if you want to look at price, let me just use like a real life example to explain the concept of the imbalance before I go to explain how to look at it. Now, take for instance, you're looking at a painter now, or like let's say you are a painter with your painting brush, and then you're now like painting from top to bottom. Now you put yourself in that kind of situation, and you're painting from top to bottom. So while you're painting downwards, and then you skip a portion, and you're going downwards, there's a tendency that you want to come back up to repaint that missing point, and then continue going lower because you're painting top to bottom. So if you're also painting from bottom to the top, if you skip any point, you roll back down to cover up those spaces and then go up. That's just how price works. So while it's going up, like for this example now, while it was going up, like a painter, it was going up, left this area of imbalance there, it painted higher, and then it came back to like fill in those areas before continuing higher again and left another point that was not painted. It came back but did not fully completely like finish painting it, went higher, and then it came back to complete the painting before going higher again. Just put your mind in that thought process when you're looking at price because it likes or tends to balance itself. So it paints higher, pushes back to fill in, and then goes higher again. So this was an analogy someone used that really made it very clear for me. So now, using the volume profile tool, it will help to like, although you understand that Forex does not have a central volume, so um, this is broker volume, but it helps to understand when you find no buying in a sell in a bearish move or no selling in a bullish move. You understand that area it's very very unbalanced, and the price tends to push back into those areas to now fill. So let me just quickly show some examples of how it can be used or how I use it, then hopefully to make a lot of sense to you. So I'll just go over some few trades that happened on EU and then show you how to like confluence this with your normal understanding of imbalance. So this will just be like a little bit like a tool you add to your arsenal that you already have. So basically, after price gets to a point of interest, break of structure and everything, and then price is pulling back. Now, when price is pulling back, now let's look at this example now. See break of structure happening here. Price break structure here. Now, and then price is pulling back. Now, you want to understand where should you now have as your entry or where you want to use as your entry. Now, if you want to look at imbalance, like the example I gave, like a painter, so painting downwards, it went higher, painting downwards. Already, from your understanding of imbalance, you know that visually it did not fully fill in this area, so price will paint back again to completely fill it. And with your volume profile tool, if you draw from a high to the low, you see an area of imbalance. Now, I don't know if you could see this properly now, but now take a look at this now. You see why it was selling. This is bullish x bearish, bullish x bearish. Then this last one here is the total, but majorly it's bullish x bearish, bullish x bearish, and that's how it goes. So you see that there was no bullish volume here. This is zero, absolute imbalance, absolute zero. So if you have that marked down, hmm, have that marked down. Usually I mark this, and I can also mark if I see the one above very small or very low volume, I can also include it. But if you have this mark now, you understand that this is an area of imbalance that price will come back to repaint. So it's like a magnet for price. It's an unpainted area that price will return back to fill in before going lower using this volume profile tool. Let me also go over some few examples again. Like this, okay, look at this trade that happened there. Again, if you draw from the high to low, before price give a pullback, say you draw from the low to the high. Now price is pulling back now. Where is price pulling back to? Now this is a bullish case. So you look for where there is no selling volume. And now looking at this now, you see majorly we have absolute zero here. There was no selling volume here at this point at all. So you mark it. It's a magnet for price. After you understand your structure, everything should be in place. And then price is pulling back to the range. So you have this as area that you know that okay, this is where price will need to come back to this area because it's totally unbalanced, and it happens almost every single day. Numerous examples every single day. Also, this sell here, where price was trying to sell, then when it was giving a pullback, you draw now from high to low, draw from high to the low for the pullback. You see price having no volume here, no volume, absolutely no sell volume here. Then it comes back to fill it. Already you understand your idea of imbalance, so already you can see it with your eyes. But this is added confidence. It helps you, and I use it a lot. I use this particular stuff a lot. Also, even in this kind of moves. Now let's look at this move now. See this move that happened here now. Now when I drew this from top to bottom now, yeah, what do you see? You see price creating imbalance here and then imbalance here. So later I saw this, I knew that okay, these are very unbalanced areas. It's very helpful for this kind of major moves where you really don't know a good point of interest to pick. So now you know this area is unbalanced. This area is unbalanced, and then this region again it's unbalanced. So although this one happened, price came to balance of this area during the Asian session. So one wasn't around to trade this around this time. But now this other time when it came to rebalance this area, came to rebalance, it was very very nice. So price balanced this first, came down and came back. It's just like a painting. It goes to repaint, it repaints, and then it goes lower. Every single day, every single time it happens. It's like clockwork. It's like clockwork. An examples. Okay, so this one there was no zero, but this is very 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 low balance, low volume. So already I know this area I should be looking at price to pull back into. So this is how I use this tool to like help me understand that okay, it's unbalanced. It's a magnet for price. So I have confidence when price is pulling back. I know that okay, price should pull back to balance up these areas. Price should pull back to balance up these areas. It's like a little confidence for your imbalance. Now, the thing is, I don't use it majorly as a point of interest always, yeah, unless it's higher time frame where I would like price to come into it, just like this particular sell trade that happened. It was very nice. So when price completely balanced it, gave break of structure, pulled back during Asian session, then London session was a very good sell to complete the move. So But if you're trading now, or based on what you already understand about the market, after marking out your break of structure and everything, and price is pulling back to the range, and then you're able to spot your area of imbalance. Mhm. Already, imbalance can be easily spotted with just the way uh, um, ICT teaches it. 3 candles where the wicks do not touch each other. Yeah, but this one also helps to help you identify it. It's very, very, very nice. So when price is pulling back up now, okay, you ask yourself, where should price come back to? Already the same logic as a painter. Where did I not paint, or where did price not paint? You draw from the top to the bottom. Then now when it gives you see the area of imbalance, so you can either, if you have a point of interest like your major SC or major internal structure or whatever point of interest you have within the range, and you see that that point of interest is the one that sponsored the move that created that imbalance, you can mark out that your point of interest. But if you don't have any good point of interest that you can use, just mark out the imbalance, and price comes to the imbalance, you can take a sell and put your stop loss above the swing guide. Very, very easy and very, very simple. But if you have a good point of interest just above the area of imbalance, you know that sponsored the imbalance. So once price pushes in, you take your sell and you put your stop loss above with the other block or whatever you have there. So that's little video on using the volume profile tool and looking at areas of imbalance in price. So I hope you find value in this video, and then backtest, like everything, backtest, get understanding and all. So that is that. So good luck, good trading.